Hello everyone and welcome back to Cities Skylines 2 with me, Matt, and we are back on Havenport. Unlike Lana Del Rey and her summertime sadness, I am Matt and I have summertime sickness. So if that didn't catch you off guard, maybe this will. Colossal Order not only dropped one update after the Economy 2.0 update, they dropped a hotfix update before they went on their month-long vacation. That is right. Within about the span of a week-esque, we got 2 updates from them, which is amazing, and thank you to them for doing that. So, with that being said, grab your water, sit back, relax, and enjoy episode number 10. All right, everyone, and welcome back. And yeah. So we survived the reckoning of Economic 2.0. We survived 6F. We survived 7F. Yes, that update did happen. I don't think anybody was intending for that to happen, but you know, Colossal Order made it happen. But neither here nor there, because today, what we got going on today is I want to build a little bit down here, try to create a little bit of a community down here. So let me come out of this screen. Also, thankfully, I was able to relock everything and then unlock everything. So the tiles that I have been using are now all unlocked, which means in my 529 mods, I'm at 100% and not like 5%. So we are doable. So things are still doable. And as you can see, our population is increasing, which means why we need to expand a little bit, as well as our money. We are in the green. We just keep going up and up and up. And this is just fantastic. Yeah, don't mind that I went from like 40 million down to 5. I may or may not have screwed up a couple times doing the whole unlocking, locking thing. So ignore that part, but everything else, we're still on the up and up, and that is beautiful. Part of me goes, we need beachfront property. We need people to be housed on the beach and go, you know what? Gosh darn it. That is a beautiful property. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get rid of at least a majority of these trees, because I don't know, in my mind, they're kind of a hindrance. I also just want to put in palm trees and such. So I'm going to do that. So yeah, so give me a second. Let me clear out these trees to kind of get a fresh little area going, and I'll be right back with y'all. Alrighty, so after a little bit of time with the old bulldozer, we got something that kind of looks like this, and I may or may not have taken out the beach a little bit. So I'm gonna have to kind of put that back in here as we build and continue to build. But yeah, so I wanted something like that again, something kind of clear, and depending on how I'm feeling, unfortunately, in recording. So I may only do this one side, maybe do this side. I may surprise myself. I may surprise you, but I think for right now, though, I'm only going to focus on one side. And first and foremost, what I think we need is we are going to need a pedestrian street. So I think this is what's going to help out, kind of determine where the beach ends and the houses begin. There, so we get something that looks kind of like that. A little wonky for sure, but it gives us an ability to kind of put things in. So if we were to come to our, I forget what this is called, extra assets, there it is. We can get to our beach area. Nope, I need white sand surface. Let's take a look at these real quick and just see what we got going on. All right, so we got a couple of options for sand. Obviously there's more in there, but what we got going on here is, that's the thing. I was like, okay, what do we go with? Because part of this is, oh, I don't have any sand over here anymore because that's got all gone. Can we do the picka? Oh, we can't pick that. All right, all right. But part of me goes, this sand doesn't look half bad. This texturing doesn't look bad. It's very smooth. So, but do we want a little bit of texturing, you know? Because each one of these brings a little bit of a texture to it. And yeah, so I'm thinking as I'm looking out, maybe we do this one right here. So this one was the golden sand base. Yeah, this one might be the one. So let's try this out real quick. So we got something that looks like this. That actually looks pretty dang decent. I kind of like that. All right, so we got something that looks like this. I think that's looking quite nice here. Again, it's just something to kind of keep things separated, which I think will be good. Unfortunately, the tiles, not the tiles, the one of my mods I typically use to kind of get rid of where I want zoning to be, the zoning tools, is not currently working because I think it got busted with the 6th or 7th update. I just forget which one. So we'll deal with that later. But so we got this going on, and then we just have to get people around and down and in to this area. So of course, we's got to do an off-ramp here. So this is a freeway, if I do recall correctly. Alrighty, so after some trials and tribulations, we came up with something like this, a little kind of clover leaf, if you will. But I think it will do just fine, to be perfectly honest. And obviously, like, some things aren't equal or anything like that, but you know what? It is what it is. I do need to do some traffic-y stuff. So let's do that real quick. Remove unsafe stuff. If you're coming here, I do not want you to go across there. So we're removing you. You are there. Beautiful. No one crossing over. Fantastic. Beautiful. Let's do this one over here as well. Let's remove unsafe stuff. Let's take you away from there so you can only go there, 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 and there. All right, that's looking pretty good. And then of course we always have to, just because we need to give these people room to do what they're supposed to do. I'm gonna do a roundabout, probably like right here on this side. And another roundabout, probably about here on this side. Alrighty, so that gives us that ability here. All right, let's see, what else do I need to do? I do need to remove crosswalks because I don't want crosswalks there or there or there or there. There we go. I don't mind if people cross on the entrances and stuff like that, but right there is not good. Alrighty, so we have our on way and off way, which I think is fantastic. You know, something, again, not the best looking thing, but it works for what we need. From here, we need to kind of start doing a lot of kind of beachfront property-esque type of stuff. So what I'm thinking here is, where is our beach property? Nope, I just want the... Actually, maybe we do like a mixture of both EU and US or North American waterfront houses. Maybe we do both. That wouldn't be bad. I think what we could do, yeah, I think we could do both. That wouldn't be bad at all. But before then, we do need to get our, I'm going all over the place here. We do need to make sure that our road systems are in and everything's working properly before we fill in, because that would be kind of bad if we fill in and nothing really works. And I forgot to put my roads in. So now that I've done my wonderful little figure eight here, let's, ooh, look at that. We have our city dude doing city stuff. Let's go ahead and kind of start to build this out so that we actually have some good areas in regards to connectivity and roads to kind of get back to our on-way and off ramp over here. So let me go ahead and do that and I'll be right back. As I'm taking a pause here, you can see I'm doing some my outlines here, my ups and downs, my lefts and rights, and items like that. After this, before I even do my throughways, if you will, I want to put in my backbone. So please, fire, schools, all that. So I know that those are in, those have the room that they need. And then I can put buildings or not buildings, but housing and commercial around those so that we have a functioning little area. And of course, I can't forget, I also would like to and need to put in a district. So, because I don't want people going out of here for fire and whatnot, and you'll see why here in a little bit. So let me start putting in some of our backbone and kind of our throughways. And again, I'll be right back with y'all. All right, taking our first little pause after doing our districting, and of course our district name is Orchard Way. I think we can do better, so go ahead and leave a suggestion in the comments of what we should name this little beachfront area. So the reason why I wanted to put in my backbone first was because with this update, we actually got some new assets. So instead of going with the normal medical clinic, we can actually go with a small medical clinic. So it is a little bit smaller, but it is more compact. And I think this would be the perfect area to kind of get these out into my build. With this update kind of came smaller assets so that people would be able to afford things easier in the early game. And you know what? That's what I plan on doing, is putting in these smaller assets. Oh, we got to do trash for sure, for sure. And as well as we actually have small elementary schools and a small high school. So we do have these as well. We're going to pause because these don't have any electricity or water or anything like that, which is not the best. But I'll connect that here in a little bit. That small clinic, I'm going to move down a couple. So I also want to put in some death care over here, like a crematorium. But I think that would help out tremendously as well, and kind of get that away from our school. So that, I think death care would be good there. We have our elementary school there. Our death care should take care of everything, or at least in this area. And I know I need to put it next to, or I need to put it into our area. We have a small high school. You know what? I'm just gonna put that right next to it because I don't see why not. So that would look good. Oh yeah, that looks great right there. That looks good. Again, don't need anything huge. Just need a small high school. Where are we? Right there. There we go. And of course, select. I gotta make sure I select all these districts, because again, I don't need these to kind of going crazy of where the heck they're going and coming to. And make sure, yep, that's there. Beautiful. Oh, wrong button. Okay, so we got a elementary school, we got high school on both sides. We got death care, and we got a crematorium. All right, let's get a firehouse, urban firehouse. Okay, so we need a firehouse. I think on the back end of this would be good. Or can we do it right next to it? I think we can do it like right next to it too. Yeah, I think that'd be good. Way over here, let's put it right there. That'd be good. And the good news, we also have a small police station, so that we can actually have like a small town feel to a lot of this. Okay. And so let's make sure that this is only operating in this district. This is only operating in this district. In this district and this district. There we go. All right, so there we go. Got a little bit of our backbone in, which is wonderful, I will say. Did they do anything in regards to buses? Oh yeah, we do have a small bus station. Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. We can actually now put in a small bus station, which is going to be wonderful. So we'll have to keep an eye on that for sure. Did they do anything for trams? I don't think they did anything for trams. Not yet, at least to my knowledge. But you know, who knows what's going to come in the future. So I think that looks good. That looks good. All right. We do need to put in bus stations to kind of take you from point A to point B and kind of just get you around the map. One thing I do want to do though is I do want to go underground here. Okay, so as I was thinking about stuff, I'm like, you know what? We do need a thoroughfare, and we kind of are going to get one right there. So that would be kind of nice to kind of go down across over there if we really want to. You know what? I'm going to change this up already. I don't need that doing that, but I will do a straight. This actually isn't that straight either. So let's get rid of this real quick. There we go. That's looking at least a little bit better right there. There we go. And then we can do a kind of a thorough right here, probably. Yeah, right here would be good. There we go. Okay. And then from here, I kind of do want to put another roundabout. Do we want to do maybe a small one like that? Ooh, that looks pretty. Yeah, I like that one. Again, we can change out some of these bushes, but I think that would look good right there. Oh yeah, I think that's gonna look really nice. All right, so we got that going in, obviously we don't have pipes and such for electricity and water, so let's go ahead and make sure that we can get some. Let's go underground with these. So let's pop this out. Yep, everyone happy, beautiful. Everyone is happy about that. Awesome. All right, and then our next thing we're gonna do is also, before we even put in houses, we do need to put in our cuts across. So it looks a little weird. Don't get me wrong, but I'm thinking on these alternatives of this is where my walking path goes. Is when there's not a road, there's a walking path. That's kind of what I'm thinking in this whole shebang. We're getting things that look like this so far, oops, I missed a couple of them. That's not good. So while I'm talking, I'm gonna put these in. So horizontally, this is kind of what we got going on here, which I think is looking, oops, it'd help if I actually, did this properly all the way across. There we go. There we are. We're getting something that looks like this. And so far I'm liking what I'm seeing. The only thing I need to do now is go horizontal again and get people kind of, I don't know if this is north or south. I don't know, but I'm going to call it north and south. But I need people to go north and south on this as well. So let's keep on working on this and get people north and south. All right. So we got some good walking paths going on here. Yeah, there's definitely some bigger areas open, but you know what? I'm kind of okay with that because the walkability, I think, is still good to go. And I think we're going to still be happy with it. All right. So from here, what we need to do is we need to kind of start zoning this a little bit, which is going to be a little crazy at first, but I think we'll be okay. My thoughts are is using, again, NA low density waterfront housing and EU density housing. So I'm going to go with both. I think on this right side is going to be the NA. On the left side is going to be the EU. So let me go ahead and put this stuff in. Actually, I'm going to pause. So let's take a look and kind of see how things are going. Our demand is way low. That's okay. How are we doing? Unoccupied buildings, that's fine. But that's good that we kind of got rid of that demand, and I think people are going to be happy over here. Our next stop that we need to do, let's put in some commercial. We're gonna do some low density, kind of just doing maybe a block at a time. Kind of just seeing how that affects our demand here. So this is gonna take some time to get built out and with our people to become happy and so on and so forth. But I think we're on a good path. I do think we're on a good path over here. And we got a lot of beach houses coming in. We got our commercial coming in. I think, well, we're also going to let's put in some parks because we actually now have kind of some small playgrounds. We have some different parks coming in now, which are kind of really nice. They can fit in little areas. So like you can actually fit one in like right here. This would be a great park to have. Oh, dang, have all of our beach houses already gone in? Yes, they have. And of course, are we growing? Yes, we are. All right, that happened. That happened. Okay. I don't know why this is going on. So let's delete that. Let's do all those. There we go. Just so that we can get things back in. All right. While this is growing and we'll be able to see more things before we do any landscaping, I do have a little bit of industry demand and I kind of want to deal with that a little bit. And I think the best way to do it, how the heck? We have like 15 bajillion things for trash. How are we not picking this thing up? All right. We should be picking up a lot of this stuff. Anyways, so what I was thinking of doing is putting some demand, or it's not some demand, some industry right over here and not doing like, and I don't need to go crazy on it. At least I don't think, but just doing something like this. Let's get our industry. Let's just plop that in right there. That should be good. Put some industry there, some there and some there, maybe something like that. Just kind of, deal with that as we can. Just a little industry area, nothing too crazy. And maybe like a bus depot, if you will. So let's maybe work on our bus real quick because I don't need a huge station. So maybe something like right over here. Would it be bad, or right over here? Maybe something right here. Would it be bad? There we go. Because then we can create a line from all the way over here. Hello. Let's create a line from all the way over here, shall we? To all the way over here. And all the way back. There we go. We can do something like that. So get people at least over there a little bit. So I do have some ideas for this area. I do have ideas for these types of things. But yeah, that may just be yet to be in a later episode. One thing, what did I forget? I know I've forgotten something. I know I need mail. Oh, I need a post office. This is another thing that came up, is now we have a small post office. That is right. We actually now have a small post office. So we can do something like that right there. Beautiful. We do have a little add-on if need be, I don't think we're going to need it just yet. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's find out of where we need to put some of these things. Let's get this in. Again, I do like to put one right in front of the school just because it's kind of easy. This one we can do kind of right on this corner. Corners are usually pretty good. And we do need one down here. So we'll put it right by the park. Oops. It'd help if I actually put it in properly. That'd be kind of nice. There we go. So we got our post office going on over here. Let's get out of this. Select your operating district of just this current one. Nothing will get kind of crazy or anything like that. So that should be good. Our beach houses are already in. I mean, this person, okay, it's level 1. Beautiful. So yeah, so we're doing all right here. I think what I also want to do, is I think I also want to put in a little bit of our office zone. Maybe something back here, just a back corner type office zone. Nothing too crazy, but enough to kind of go, oh, hey, we actually have jobs back here. Wouldn't be so bad. And then from here, kind of just let things run for a little bit. I think that's what I'm going to do. You've gotten some good backbones over here. Our demands for a lot of things are almost non-existent. And I think what I'm going to do, I think this is when I'm going to take some time. And I am going to start doing some landscaping. All right, everybody, as we scroll through of what I have been doing in the background, we're looking at some good landscape coming in here. We got a good range of small, medium, and large palm trees. We got our beach housing there off to the right. We got some sea foam in the ocean off to our left here. And as we pull up, we got some parasols, some loungers, and what seems to be a little lifeguard chair there to make sure people are being nice and safe as they swim out there in the ocean. So I think overall, this area is coming together nicely. Granted, doing the landscape I was able to give the game a little bit of time to kind of catch up on things, make sure that the demand is doing what it's supposed to be doing. Obviously, I feel like there are still some bugs going on, but it is what it is for the time being. So yeah, I think we're doing a good job. I think we're in a great spot. All right, that's going to be it for me for today. I don't think I can do the other side in this episode, but that just means that you have to come back to see me do the other side and fill in the rest of this side. So if you enjoyed this content, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button, as it greatly helps out the channel. We are getting so very close to 100 subscribers, and I thank you very much for that. Until next time, have a great rest of your day. Have a great weekend. Stay safe, stay hydrated, and I'll see you in the next one.